We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the match between Barcelona and Alaves. Barcelona were able to defeat Alaves 3-0 with a hat-trick coming from Lewandowski. And I believe that Barcelona have done an amazing job ever since we came back from the previous international break. It all started with Barcelona defeating Girona 4-1 at their home. Then we got defeated by Monaco after only playing with 10 men. Unfortunately, I would write that defeat off. And then we went on to defeat Villarreal 5-1, Getafe 1-0. We unfortunately lost again against Osasuna, mainly because of rotations and because of the amount of games that we were playing, which was every 2 to 3 days. And then after the match against Osasuna, we faced against Young Boys, which ended up being 5-0, and then defeating Alaves today 3-0. I believe that Barcelona have done a phenomenal job. We have truly upgraded our game, and now we're going to go into our next international break for these next 2 weeks, and let's see, can Barcelona return from the international break 2 weeks from today within a much higher level? And I believe that they could, because every time these players play more and more games, they just understand each other much better. And most importantly, by the time we do come back from the international break, many players will be returning, and we are going to be facing very difficult opponents. So they're going to be coming in at a very good time. For example, we will be facing Sevilla, Bayern, and Real Madrid, but at the same time, we will be having Gavi returning, Daniel Olmo returning, and with Frankie de Jong likely coming back with full fitness. And so I just pray that nothing does happen to Barcelona and its players within the next 2 weeks. We don't want no injuries. We want everybody to be 100% healthy. I trust De La Fuente that he can take care of our players. We don't need Pedri or Lamine Yamal or Balde to overplay. But going back to this match, right, I was really impressed. I'm really impressed with Lewandowski, especially because he has upped his level. We have a prime Lewandowski, a Lewandowski that died back in 2020, but has now returned 4 years later. And there's only 2 players right now that do have 10 plus goals within the Europe's top 5 leagues. And that is Lewandowski with a total of 10 and Erling Haaland with a total of 10. Only those 2 players. And then when we analyze all competitions, Lewandowski this season has played 11 games and has scored a total of 12 goals. So he is on fire, and he was named as the MVP against Alaves. And there's only been 3 total hat-tricks that has taken place in the league so far. Barcelona do have 2 total hat-tricks, one coming from Lewandowski and one coming from Raphinha. When you assess other La Liga teams, there's only 1 player that has 1 hat-trick. So when you combine La Liga, it only gives you 1 hat-trick. When you look at Barcelona, they give you 2 hat-tricks, and all thanks to Lewandowski and Raphinha. So Barcelona is very much on a high level. Also going to Raphinha this season, because of the assist that he has made against Alaves, he now has 11 games played, 11 goals and assists combined, which means that he has already matched more than half of his goals and assists from last season with a total of 21. I've already told you guys that at this trajectory, most likely he is going to be beating his previous stats from last season under Xavi Hernandez. As for the overall game plan of Barcelona, to be very honest with you guys, I'm very impressed with not just the goals, not just the assists, not just from the rise of Lamine Yamal and Pedri and all of these great things, right? But one of the things that really caught my attention tonight was the offside trap. Barcelona have caught Alaves offside 11 times. 11 times. That is freaking crazy. To give you an idea on just how much that is, Real Madrid have done the offside trap 10 times this season. Barcelona have done it 11 times within a span of 1 game. And that is because Barcelona are really good at making sure that all of the attackers from the opposition are offside. They have practiced this over and over again. Hansi has introduced this model. Well, let me rephrase. He has introduced this model in a way where these players can understand it better, because Xavi Hernandez actually introduced this model, the offside trap, last season and the season before that one, but it did not work as well compared to how Hansi has been doing it. These players really know how to time themselves, position themselves to make sure every player is offside. If it wasn't for the offside trap and our ability to implement it well, Alaves could have scored 2 to 3 goals. Like, they could have easily done that, but every player was in the correct position. No one was caught off guard. So looking at the league table right now, Barcelona are in first place with 24 total points, and Real Madrid do have a total of 21 points. So there is a 3-point difference. I cannot wait for that match against Real Madrid when we do come back from the international break, because we do have the ability to stretch our lead to 6 total points, assuming that Real Madrid do win their next league match. We have Villarreal, who have been doing well, who are ranked in 3rd place, and Atletico Madrid down in 4th. Unfortunately for Athletic Club, which is also where Nico Williams does play, they are in 6th place and tied with Mallorca for 7th. So as of now, Barcelona is dominating all charts when it comes to top scorers, top assist players, and goals and assists combined. Lewandowski is the current top scorer with Oyeze Perez from Villarreal, who has a total of 6. Raphinha is in 3rd place with a total of 5 goals. As for the assist, Alex Baena is ranked as number 1 from Villarreal, and then we have Lamine Yamal with a total of 5, so he's tied with Alex Baena. Raphinha comes in with a total of 4 assists. This does give us a general idea on why Villarreal are doing so well this season and why they are in 3rd places, because their players have also been dominating the charts. And then when we look at the goals and assists combined, the top 3 is Lewandowski, Raphinha, and Lamine Yamal. This is Barcelona's brand new front 3. So now I do want to speak about what happened in this game. On the 3rd minute, we saw Ferran Torres immediately make a pass to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal passes the ball to Raphinha quickly. He goes around the goalkeeper, he scores the goal, but then eventually it got caught offside. Fast forward 2 minutes later, Ferran Torres actually got injured from that pass that he made to Lamine Yamal, and so Ferran Torres only played about 3 to 4 minutes, and Eric Garcia had to come in. He warmed up very quickly and replaced Ferran Torres. It has been said, according to Javi Miguel, that Ferran Torres is most likely going to be out for the next 3 to 4 weeks. And so what we saw in terms of the change of the 11, it all started with Ferran Torres as the central attacking midfielder. Casado and Pedri was the double pivot, but because Ferran Torres had to leave, Eric Garcia came in, Pedri was pushed to the central attacking midfield position, and then we had a double pivot of Casado and Eric Garcia. No problem. These two players have been playing together very consistently all season. On the 7th minute, Raphinha had to take a free kick. He finds Lewandowski's header, and we scored the first goal. Very easy. Lewandowski was very composed inside the box. Barcelona, within the first 10 minutes, were very dominant. It was all Barcelona. Like, for example, Lamine Yamal was producing all of the goal scoring opportunities in the first 10 minutes. It's one of the reasons why Raphinha even got the free kick to make the pass to Lewandowski to score the first goal. By the 10th minute, Lamine Yamal completed the most dribbles with a total of 2. He was also the most fouled player, which was a total of 1 time. He was the most accurate passer, which was 100%. He won the most duels, which was 3 out of 4, and had 9 total touches. Keep in mind, within a span of 10 minutes, he did exactly this. That is like generating a goal scoring opportunity for every other touch that he did make. And so because Barcelona scored a very early goal, this is now a total of 5 goals that Barcelona have scored this season before the 20th minute. This is something that Xavi Hernandez's Barcelona did struggle with last season. We struggled to put the games away very early, but we did it a total of 5 times this season. 1 goal against Alaves before the 20th minute, 1 goal against Young Boys before the 20th minute, against Getafe, against Villarreal, and against Real Valladolid. So we move on towards the 22nd minute. Alaves were very close on scoring goals, testing the goalkeeper, and Barcelona immediately reacted because they did not like the fact that Alaves were about to level Barcelona 1-1. So it was a reaction, and I love this, right? So we saw Alaves have the ball. Pedri immediately wins the ball from one of the midfielders. Pedri dribbles the ball forward. He passes it towards Raphinha. Raphinha makes a Bale-like run, very similar to how Bale outrun Bartra back in 2014. So Raphinha was running extremely fast, going on the counter. We saw the coach get furious because he's like, oh my god, like we almost scored, and now Barcelona, like within a span of 2 seconds, are now on the counter. Raphinha runs with the ball, finds Lewandowski inside the box, and all Lewandowski had to do was tap in the ball, and he did so, and he scored the second goal, and all thanks to Barcelona's elite mentality. This is what I'm talking about. Like, moments like this is the reason why I love Hansi Flick's Barcelona's, because we react and we counter so fast, and every player knows what they need to do, and they're placed in positions where they know they can dominate. And so when I saw this, bro, like I'm like, I just have to clap. Okay, like we have to do this. Let's do it again. I know it sounds sus, but I just have to clap for the players, because this is what I'm talking about, right? This is the elite mentality that we have been dying for in the past 3 to 4 years, right? It is amazing to all the players. Pedri, Raphinha, Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski, they all fought well for this moment, and we punished them, and we made it 2-0. And from there, I just saw Alaves like almost put their heads down. Now, keep in mind, I would say it was momentarily. Like, they put their heads down momentarily, because a couple of minutes later, Alaves tried to find the first goal. They were dying for that first goal in the first 45 minutes, but we just did not allow them, all thanks to the offside trap that we continue to do. 9 minutes later, on the 31st minute, Lewandowski finally finds his hat-trick after only playing 31 minutes, bro. Like, prime Lewandowski is back. We saw Casado find Eric Garcia with a sweet pass. Eric Garcia makes a pass to Lewandowski through the right side. The defenders in shock is like, whoa, I did not expect for Eric Garcia to make such an amazing through pass, right? A better through pass than any of the Real Madrid midfielders. Eric Garcia, who acted like a central attacking midfielder, made a sweet pass to Lewandowski, and Lewandowski Lewandowski puts the ball behind the net yet again. I believe that having a double pivot of Eric Garcia and Casado is a double pivot that I do trust because they are two players that do understand each other and have enough technical quality to really make things happen. Keep in mind, Casado had the most tackles in this match with a total of 3. He was a dual winner. And so by the third goal, we just knew that Barcelona were going to win. They were winning in all sectors, being very superior to the opposition. We were winning in every ground duel, aerial duel. We outpassed Alaves. We outscored Alaves. We were always a step ahead in terms of movement. And then from there, you can just tell that Alaves were annoyed. And that is why, for example, on the 41st minute, I don't know why the ref did not say anything, but Raphinha was pushed by one of the defenders and the ref acted like nothing happened. He said nothing. He just said play on. And I knew what Alaves were trying to do here. They were trying to annoy our players, frustrate the players to maybe get a red card from either Raphinha or maybe Inigo Martinez. We understood the agenda. And so fast forward to the 44th minute, we saw a cross that was made by Denegalia. Martinez, who was the striker of Alaves, beats Kubarsi with a header and scores the goal, but then it was immediately caught offside. Once again, going back to Barcelona, their offside trap is amazing because that pass that was made to Denegalia was the reason why the whole play was offside. So like the striker Martinez was not offside. It was Denegalia who received the ball in the first place who was offside. As you can see on the picture here, the line of Balde, Inigo Martinez, Kubarsi, and Hector Fort was very on point, very concentrated, very well positioned, and everything was well timed. It's the small margins that count, and they're able to calculate that. It's just insane how they're able to do it. And so by the first half, you can just see here that Barcelona had 69% of the possession. The expected goal rate of Barcelona was 2, while Alaves was 0.23. That's just insane. So we went on to the second half, and not much really did happen in the second half. It was much more of containing Alaves and penetrating around the box compared to the first half. I think that Hansi Flick in some capacity wanted to preserve the energy of the players because of how many games and minutes we have gone through. So on the 49th minute, a corner was taken. Peña blocks that corner so poorly. I'm like, bro, like for some reason Peña's hand is weak or something because he did exactly what he did in that header goal that Alaves did, which was ruled offside, but like his hand is like not sturdy at all. So like when he tries to punch the ball, it goes like some other way. It does leave me very at ease because if you have a player like, let's say for example, Musiala or Mbappe, players that we are going to be facing in the very near future, when they shoot the ball very hard, are you going to tell me that it's going to go right through Peña's hands? Because his hands do not look sturdy at all. So after that corner was taken, you know, it got deflected by Peña's hand poorly. It went straight to one of the players of Alaves. They hit the post. They almost scored. And so we got very lucky there. On the 53rd minute, Alaves continued to try and provoke Barcelona. For example, Mourinho, who was one of the players of Alaves, distracted Inigo Martinez. He was not even looking at the corner that was going to be taken. Mourinho was looking straight at the face of Inigo Martinez, and he was just not paying attention. Like he was trying to harass Inigo Martinez, trying to wrestle with him, trying to get a red card from Barcelona. That is what they wanted to do. That was their game plan. They were like, okay, we're going to be taking the Getafe route. And so in the end, the ref did a mistake in my opinion. He gave a yellow card to both players, which was Inigo Martinez and Mourinho, when it should have been Mourinho because Inigo Martinez was not doing anything. So on the 66th minute, substitutions did take place. Ansu Fati and Jules Koundé replaced Lamine Yamal and Hector Fort. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when Lamine Yamal was taken off 30 minutes before the match was going to be over, he went to the bench and he looked very annoyed. Here is going to be a very interesting stat because for the first time since April 30th, 2024, Lamine Yamal has failed to either score or provide an assist in 2 games in a row that he started in. Lamine Yamal did not score or provide an assist against Young Boys and against Alaves. Could this possibly be the reason why Lamine Yamal was furious? Because he has been wanting to score goals, provide assists for his teammates. Maybe he thinks that he is not being good enough. Maybe he feels like his level has dropped temporarily. Or maybe could it be that Lamine Yamal is pissed off because he knows that Hansi Flick took him off because he was not providing the required level, and that is why he was replaced by Ansu Fati, which is crazy, right? Because when you compare Ansu Fati and Lamine Yamal today, it's like, what the hell? But you never know with Hansi Flick. Maybe he might be very strict and he's saying, hey, look, I know that you can play at this level. Why are you providing me this? Like, why have you not scored? Why haven't you provided me an assist? You haven't done this for 2 games straight. And so you can just see the frustration. I'm just speculating here. None of this is like factual or true. I'm just speculating because he did look really pissed off. And when you look at the imagery, his face, right, how he looks, and you aligned it with what he has done in the past 2 games, you can see why he might be pissed off. Now, it does not mean, right, that Lamine Yamal has been playing like so poor just because he has not scored or provided an assist. He's one of those players that does not really need to score nor provide an assist to showcase why he is a good player. Very similar to Messi. There has been so many games where Messi did play amazing but never scored or provided an assist. So Lamine Yamal has not been playing bad in the past 2 games. It's just simply the fact that he could not put himself on the score sheet or provide an assist for any of the players. But in the end, it just showcases the competition that Barcelona do have right now internally. It is very, very high. And so Ansu Fati came in. He looked very electric, I would say. Balde, he almost scored. Like, he hit the post. There was one mistake though that he did make. He made a back pass to Kubarsi, and that led towards Kike gaining the ball. And I'm like, bro, really? You did all that, and then now you're gonna make a back pass to one of the oppositions? And it led towards Kike going on a 1v1 versus Peña. But overall, I did like the little debut that Ansu Fati had against Alaves. He does look a lot faster. Then on the 80th minute, we saw more substitutions, which was Frankie de Jong and Gerard Martin coming in for Balde and Inigo Martinez. So overall, Barcelona were able to defeat Alaves 3-0 very convincingly. Alaves tried to fight back, but it was just not enough. Bravo to all the players, bravo to Hansi Flick for sparking a fire within this club, and I'm just very happy. I believe that every Barcelona fan should be very happy today. And so now that we're going into the international break, let's hope that none of our players do get injured. So that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.